You're entering into kind of a big season. Do you feel the pressure?
Can't you see it?
I see it.
You see it?
Dripping
Yeah.
off of both of you.
We'd feel more pressure if we didn't have a plan, I think.
Well, let's talk about the plan. What is the theme of the season?
Facing the ghosts of your past.
And how that helps you move on to the future. So how that'll help Clark be the hero he's eventually going to be by the end of the season finale.
How does a big bad fit into that dark side?
We've been wanting to do Dark Side actually for several years, so we're very excited to finally get to do that in the last season. But it will be different than we have done some villains in the last couple of years, so it won't be one person who comes in for the whole season. It'll be a force and eventually materialize, but it's going to create some other villains that are connected to Darkseid, and they'll be coming out through the whole season.
Can you say anything about who those villains are?
We're going to have a character named Gordon Godfrey who shows up, and then a character named Assad, and obviously we hinted in our season finale last year at Granny Goodness.
Mm-hmm.
So those are just a few of the harbingers that'll show up as we kind of unfold Darkseid by the end of the season.
And the Lois and Clark relationship, now she knows the secrets, so that's going to just change everything?
Everything is totally different because now Lois is the one with the power.
Right.
And she's the one with the secret that Clark doesn't even know. So that dynamic is going to be really fun to watch flip, especially at the top of the season.
Yeah, so all the scenes that you've seen all these years when Clark was talking to Lana or Clark was talking to Lois, now it's literally Lois is playing Clark's role.
How long is she going to keep that secret?
Well, Lois isn't very good at secrets.
She's terrible. Don't tell her anything.
There might be some twists and turns along the way as far as how that secret comes out.
Well, it's the final season, so let's talk guest stars. We already know James Marsters is coming back.
James Marsters is returning this time as Brainiac 5.
Okay.
So that'll be a fun new twist on that. John Schneider's returning for right now, so far, 3 episodes.
And we've already shot some of his footage, and it will bring a tear to your eye. It's really, really powerful. We're dying to have him come back, and when we all saw him on film, it was like, oh, thank God this happened. Mm-hmm. It's great.
Supergirl,
thank you.
Supergirl's coming back for episode 3, very exciting. And we have a few people we're hoping to bring back and that are kind of in the pipeline, but nothing's close, so we can't really talk about them yet.
Everybody is going to ask Michael Rosenbaum, how many dinners do you have to take him out to before he finally says yes?
We're approaching a limit, probably.
We believe me, we want nothing more than to have him back. Like, we just really feel like having him come back to the show would be sort of a great end to the show. So the door's open.
What about Kristen?
We would love for Kristen to be back too. So far we've done everything in our power to get Kristen and Michael back, and the door, like Kelly's saying, is wide open. Couldn't be more open. So we'd love to have them back.
And Jeff Johns is penning an episode mid-season. Tell me about that.
He is going to be doing Booster Gold and Blue Beetle, all in one episode. You don't even have to wait for the second episode. It's all in one, and that'll be probably mid-season. We don't know exactly which number, but we're excited to have him back.
And let's talk about the arrival of Cat Grant. The role's been cast.
Yes.
Cat is an awesome counterpoint to Lois because she comes in the exact opposite Lois Lane is, and she gives somebody. Lois, for the first time, has a rival at the Daily Planet, and so Carrie Lynn Pratt, who's playing Cat Grant, is really fun, and she really pops on screen. We just saw the first dailies. It's really fun.
And her chemistry with Tom, like the two of them together, are just really, they just have an energy that comes off screen, and mainly because Cat just is so irritating to him. But the two of them play off each other. I think fans will love it.
Should Clois fans be concerned?
Clois fans should be very excited for this season.
Okay, so this is it a triangle you're sort of setting up between them, or is it just more of comic relief between Cat and Clark?
I think it's going to take a couple shifts as we get to know Cat better. She's going to try a couple different tactics.
Right.
And so I think that'll definitely play into the triangle between Lois and Clark.
You know what the final scene of the series is going to be, I'm sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it going to involve Clark flying, Superman flying? Tight.
We all know how the Superman legend ends.